Disclaimer: the stats you are about to see are accurate as of patch 1.53, November 13th. Changes and balancing are bound to occur, and I'll try my best to keep these stats up to date, via annotations or the video description. Enjoy! Hello you sexy beasts, welcome back to BluePrints. Now with 5% more cheese. In this episode, we're going to compare 4 top tier jets to find out which one is the best. I've spent the past couple of days gathering stats on climb rate, top speed, turn time at low and high altitude, and roll rate for the F-86 F2, the CL-13 Sabre, the MiG-15 BIS, and the Hawker Hunter. And I'm very glad to finally show you the results. These are the climb rates for the stock aircraft. The MiG-15 BIS takes the cake here, with a massive average of 29.4 meters per second, followed by the CL-13 with an average of 28.2 and the F2 with 26.8. The Hunter really suffers from stock syndrome here, with the lowest climb rate out of all our tested aircraft, at an average of only 25.9 meters per second. Following a full upgrade, most of our aircraft gain an additional 4 meters per second to the climb rate, with the exception of the Hunter, which gains 5 meters per second. The MiG stays in the lead, but our Hunter can now outclimb the F-86 F2. Next up, top speed. Unsurprisingly, the Hunter takes the crown in this category, but not by much. With a maximum true airspeed of 1090 km per hour, it beats the CL-13 by only 5 km per hour. That isn't really enough to catch or outrun one. Ratios stay about the same when racing our aircraft. The Hunter now manages to break 1105 km per hour at sea level. And whilst the MiG is still by far the slowest of our top tier jets, it suffers less of a penalty at low altitudes. Next up, turn times at 1 km altitude. Predictably, our stock Hunter is by far the worst turning top tier jet we have in the game at the moment. It feels a bit like a brick in this regard. What is surprising is the absolutely amazing low speed turn time of the MiG, and even at higher speeds, and can still turn with both the CL-13 and the F2. A little disclaimer before we move up to ace turning times. I did not have boosters installed in any of these aircraft whilst testing turn times, as to not break my wings mid-turn. Keeping that in mind, acing our aircraft changes little here. The Hunter is still the worst, the MiG is still the best. What is interesting is that our CL-13 saw almost no change in turning performance between stock and aced aircraft, which allows our F2 to beat it in low speed turns. Moving up to 5 km altitude makes our aircraft turn slower than before, but still in approximately the same ratios. The Hunter still retains its abysmal turning time, whilst the CL-13 now beats the F2 at low speeds and the MiG at medium speeds. Acing our aircraft changes only a few things really. The CL-13 again sees almost no improvement, allowing the F2 to turn with it both at low and medium to high speeds. And no, the Hunter is still not a turn fighter. Don't fly like I did. Finally, roll rate. As is no surprise, the CL-13 takes the crown here, rolling faster than a cheese wheel down a hill. The MiG-15 on the other hand is about as good at rolling as a square wheel, and has an absolutely abysmal roll rate. That's the main stats done, but we're not done yet. In order to really tell which aircraft is the best, we need to know 2 very important things. The speed at which you'll break your wings in a full turn, and the armament of each aircraft. Starting off with the F-86 F2, you can expect to break your wings at around 800 km per hour indicated airspeeds if you have new boosters installed. Without them, you can turn as fast as you want without having to worry. This aircraft is fitted with 4 20mm cannons, which fire 10.10 kg per second worth of ammunition and carry a total of 460 rounds. Despite having technically less one-shot potential than the MiG's 37mm and 23mm combo, I still prefer these for their reliability and forgiveness. You can afford to miss a couple shots with these. The Hunter is not a turn fighter, but if you absolutely must turn hard, you can do so safely up to 900 km per hour with boosters installed. Without them, you can't break your wings. What really makes this aircraft shine are the 4 30mm cannons, carrying 600 rounds and shooting 20.84 kg per second of lead towards whatever you're aiming at. These are, without any doubt, the best aircraft guns in the game right now. The CL-13 has slightly sturdier wings than the F2 it seems, breaking at 900 km per hour in a hard turn with the boosters installed. Again, without boosters, you won't break them. The armament of this aircraft is crappy to say the least. The 650 cal M3s carry a lot of ammunition, with 1800 rounds total, but with the really bad 5.20 kg per second output and the lack of explosive ammunition, these are by far the worst guns at this tier. Lastly, the MiG came as a bit of a surprise. No matter if you have boosters installed or not, this thing won't break its wings in a positive G-turn. Notice the word positive however, as its wings are extremely frail when turning nose down. Whilst you're never going to break your wings pulling up from a dive, you might very well do so leveling out after a climb. The armament is interesting. The single 37mm and double 23mm cannons have some amazing one-shot kill potential. but they require some extremely good aim and are rather unreliable. The 40 37mm shells and 160 23mm shells don't allow you to waste much ammunition, so keep that in mind. And now for the moment of truth. Finally, after days of research, liters worth of coffee, and a lot of swear words due to Excel crashing, we have an answer. The best top tier jet in the game right now is the MiG-15 Bis. Whilst being the slowest jet in terms of top speed and relying on good aiming skills, the amazing climb rate, turn time and armament more than make up for it. The CL-13 comes at a very close second, being much faster than the MiG, having a very good climb rate and turn time and an amazing roll rate on top, but the really crappy armament just holds it back from taking the crown. If you don't have the patience and want to fly to your MiG right now, do leave a like rating if you enjoyed this episode and a dislike if you didn't. Before we finish up this episode, I'd like to quickly list the pros and cons of each aircraft. F-86, F2. Pros: very good armament. The high output, explosive ammunition and high ammo count make these guns very reliable and forgiving. Decent stats all around, it's neither the best nor the worst at anything. Very balanced, reliable aircraft. It's just a joy to fly. Cons: both the CL-13 and the MiG outclass it in almost every aspect. Has the most fragile wings. Installing new boosters is not recommended. Hunter. Pros: the fastest jet in the game, if not by much. The absolutely best guns in the game, with very high ammo count on top. Pleasing to the eye. Sturdy wings. Cons: the worst turn time by far. Bad roll rate. Just barely catches or outruns a CL-13 in a straight line. Unimpressive climb rate, especially when stuck. During the first weeks, everyone goes for you. As soon as the enemy spots a hunter, they want to be the first one to take it down. CL-13. Pros: overall, amazing stats. Second best climb rate, second best top speed, very good turn time. Best roll rate. Capable of fighting anything in the hands of a good pilot. Cons: absolutely terrible guns. Assist machine. Requires sustained fire. MiG-15 Bis. Pros: overall, the best jet in the game. Amazing one-shot potential. Allows new boosters to be fully used, resulting in the best turn times. Best climb rate. Very sturdy against vertical fire, you can take some hits. Cons: requires very good aim and patience. Low ammo count. Slowest top speed. Worst roll rate. And that is it for this episode of BluePrints. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and comment why you did. And if you didn't, dislike the video and comment what you didn't like. Be sure to subscribe to stay tuned for the next episode on the Hawker Hunter next Friday. My name has been MikeGoesBoom. And as always, thanks for watching. Hey there, glad you stuck around. Click on the left to see the last episode of BluePrints. Click on the right to see the next episode on the Hawker Hunter. Psst, there are cookies over there. Chocolate chip cookies. Get them while you can.